Alright, I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about development, the development process. Now, from there, I am assuming that you have done your design brief, design situation, right, your research, and then your design specification. Now, for example, I'm giving you this example. Let's say my project down here is I am designing a handphone holder, but not the usual handphone holder, in a sense that this handphone holder, when you put your handphone down there and you play music, it's supposed to magnify the volume a little bit. So how does it work? When you put a handphone on top of the hand holder, for example, white holder, inside is empty, right? This box down here inside is empty. So have air inside, the air will vibrate, and then with two holes down here, and then one opening down here. As long as there is holes, when there are there's an air body for it to vibrate. It seems that the music gets louder. Alright, the volume gets louder. uh so much for the science behind, the physics behind getting louder. But I want to go through the development process with you. All right. So I will assume that you already have your specification. All right, and I stress that your specification must be backed by your research, right? Must be backed by your research, right? I assume that you have already done this thing, and then this part is ideation, all right? And then you go to ideation, all right? Ideation, where your ideas must look after your specification, all right? Ideas must look after your specification. That means your specification says you must be able to hold one handphone, what type of handphone. All right, you make sure you have a compartment down here, to hold your handphone. All right, that's what it means. All right, this part is ideation, right? So use shape borrowing and scamper, come up with one idea. As you do in classrooms, we always say 4 stages, 5 stages. Now, when you take N level or national exam, I would prefer you to dive deeper, right? Explore the shape and all, right? Okay, another example for ideation will be this, right? I started off with a hat. Change the shape a little bit, right? Change the position where I want to put the handphone. I change a little bit, right? Change, right? I have got this now. So this is ideation. So as I say, now we need to explore further. So some of you have problem after this. How to change any further? How to change any further? Now, as I say, explore the shapes. Combine two shapes to come out with new shapes and everything. All right. One very obvious thing that you can explore is, of course, to change the shape of this base. The base don't always have to be oval shape, right? You can change to diamond shape, whatever shape, right? Change it to different shapes. Now, give you one easy way to generate many shapes. I have got this piece of paper down here that you know, the I draw some rectangles down here to represent the material, right? Will represent the material. Then I just draw some random lines, circles, or ovals, right? Random. All these are random, as you can see. Then how do I generate shapes, right? I go along the along the curves, right? Okay, I reach out down here. When I reach down here, I can either continue the curve, go to the left or go to the right, right? Every time I reach a junction. So maybe this time round I try to move along here. Come here, I have a few paths to select, right? Up to you, go and select one. All right, maybe I try to select one. Now, don't think too hard, right? When you use this technique to generate a shape, you cannot think too hard. All right, so in about 10 seconds, you generate another shape, right? You generate another shape, right? This shape generated. Now, I just do a simple shading and you see the shape, right? Stand up. Now, another example, I have this. Now, right, I anyhow I just select. As I reach a junction, I will decide. Right, I decide how I want the which path I want to take. All right, now then another shape. Right, so this is basically nice and circles. Now show you example. Show you the. Okay, now I tried it on 6 of them. So I now have generated 6. Now you can easily generate 10, 12, right? Very easy. In a short period of time, right? 10 seconds for one, alright? So 2 minutes, 5 minutes you can generate many. Now the shapes that you generate are some of them, if you generate enough, right? If you generate 20, 30, right, you may find one or two that you like it, and then you just take the shape and then you can use it. Now as you see here, they are rarely appealing right? To be honest, not always appealing, but if you generate enough, right, generate many, you will find one or two that is appealing. But give you a way to make it a little bit more appealing. Anything that is symmetrical, right, will look more appealing to the eye. So I will try to make it a little bit to do a mirror image for this one, and then I will also try to do a mirror image for this one, right? This one, right? These two, to make them a little bit more appealing. Let's see, right? This one is I take from here, right? I put it. I want to do a mirror image, so I box it lah. Right? I draw two boxes, put this thing in one box, and then I do a mirror image, right? So reflection, it becomes like that. So I can make use of this shape, right? Or this one, I put it down here. If I reflect it this way, right, reflect it this way, then I get this shape, right? So I have another two shapes that is right, that is there for me to choose. All right, try again, right? I take another one. I take another one, another shape. I do a reflection. No, so this is the resulting shape. I can use this, or if I'm not too happy with this, I want to reflect one more time, right? I want to do another mirror image, all right? I reflect it along this line. What happens if I reflect it along this line? I will have something like that. All right, you can try it. Now that I have generated some shapes, now how do you use them? Take a look at these. I have come up with a few stages of ideation, correct or not? Right? Now let's say I choose this one. I choose the final stage. I want to further develop this. Right? The way I do it is this. Right? The way I do it is this. I will draw the one on top because I know that I'm going to manipulate the base. So I will draw one nice one and then copy and paste. Now, if those of you who have a scanner at home, if you have a scanner at home, what you can do is scan it, print it, right? Photocopy, right? One piece of paper, one piece of A4. Maybe you can have two, right? Photostat a few, right? So that's what I do. Photostat a few pages of this as a template, and then I can pick some of the shapes that I have generated, right? I will pick some of the shapes that I've generated. Now the first one is, of course, you see right, the first one is the oval shape that I've always used. Now the second one is a fan shape. I try to use this shape. This is one of the shape that we have generated, right? This fan shape, right? The fan shape. Right, try. Right, I'll put this on. So when I try to use this fan shape, what do I do? I will have to, of course, draw a isometric plane first, right? This is called isometric plane, right? I always teach you draw something like a tick first and then complete the box. So this is an isometric plane, and then you convert, right? You paste this thing down here, right? You go and locate this corner, locate that corner, right? We have already learned all this, right? So you have tried. Alright, now you have a new base. Alright, then now we use a lot of effort to generate something like this. So maybe let me try. Alright, again, I make use of this shape down here. Alright, this shape, try to put it down here. Try to put it down here now. So of course I will still draw this. I will still draw the isometric plane first. I will draw the isometric plane and then I put down. So I will have now I would have explored another two shapes. Now you need to, now you have generated 10 20, do you need to use every shapes? You do not need lah. Just pick a few that you think is good, right? You try, right? Try it. Now another place that you can change is it further development is this to change how it looks. Can you change this? This don't have to be always rectangle. It's just a piece of thing for you to hold a handphone. Alright, don't have to be rectangle. So you can use any of the shapes that you find suitable that you have already generated. Right, you can change this. Even the body down here, the cylinder don't always have to be cylinder, right? Alright, you can take on another shape. Now then I will move on to the next part. As we know, can you remember this? Development, you develop function, aesthetic. Now what you have done just now to change the shape is actually aesthetic. Then you select material, right? Dimension, right? Work on the detailed dimension. Then ergonomics, construction method. How are you going to construct this? Now the next one that I'm going to show you how do you develop function. Do the functional development. Now functional development, you have a base down here. Now as you do the interview, anybody tell you, or can you lead people to tell you, now I put a handphone down there, any other thing you want to put? Alright, handphone usually put where? On study table. On study table, is there a need for you to put one pencil, one pen, right? Do your research, right? You have coins, right? We always have loose change. So do we need a compartment down here for coins? No, to one coin also never mind. To one coin, do you need to put some sweets down there or some? Alright, don't have to dig one hole down here. Another way is of course you can make a bowl, right? Provide a bowl down here, right? Dig a hole, put a bowl down here, right? For them to put some sweets or whatever, right? Alright, so besides this, what else can you develop? Alright, function, right? Do you need a handle to hold this thing? Alright, so to enable a user to hold this and then move it from the living room to the bedroom or whatever. Now, is there a need? So if there is a need, right, can you, right, make it easy? How to make it easy? Can you make a handle? Now, we have done so many handles, right? Development of handles alone, right? So you can, all right, actually capitalize on what you have done last time and then make use of what you have learned in this project. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is dimension, right? Dimension. Once you have gotten this, for example, you will draw a isometric drawing, right? Draw isometric drawing, right? Show the dimension, right? Show the dimension directly on your isometric drawing. Draw y down here. Okay, this is supposed to be 80. Now, no need to write right? All dimensions in alright? All dimensions in so there's no need to write diameter how much? Just show lah. Go around and show people all the dimensions. Alright? So dimension looks something like that. Then the other thing is this. Now that you have gotten your dimension, everything, your design, let's say this is your final design. Let's just say this is your final design. Of course, if you choose this thing to be your final design, then you will have to show the dimension for this lah. You have to show the dimension for this. What is the depth now here? Right? What is the diameter for this hole? Now then you have to show. Alright. Now I will just assume that we settle for this as our final design. Alright, the dimension I put down. The next step is of course material list. Now what are you going to use for this? What are you going to use for this? Are you going to use metal for this? Acrylic or wood? Acrylic, wood or metal, right? Okay, then comes the important part now. This is the exploded drawing, right? This is ideal because you can see every part, all right, every part in one drawing. Now if you are unable, if your project is not so simple, not you are unable to show all the parts in one drawing, all right, you can show them bit by bit, all right, you can show them bit by bit. You explode, even you explode, you don't have to explode everything in one, all right, in one picture. You can have another picture, all right, you can have another picture and another one. If and only if your project is that complicated, all right, I hope not. All right, you are supposed to label the parts, and then this is the material list. The material list, right, your number down here must tally with this. So this is the base, give you a name. Second one, body, right, give you a name, right, give you a name. This one is simple, you can go through it on your own. Now if you find it very difficult, very difficult to draw this, now which is why I say once you have gotten your final design, once you have gotten your final design, you can photostat or you can trace, right? To speeding up, you can photostat. It's something that is drawn by you, you can photostat, or what you can do is you can put another piece of paper on top of this and trace, right? Have a few pieces of this. One piece used for your dimension already. The second piece, this is right. If you have a simple project, don't need all. This is not the only way to show how you link to show the parts link to the material list. Now I can also do this. Okay, that's why I say this piece. You say ask me to draw here and draw there, draw so many, no need lah. So once you have gotten your final design, I say zap a few copy, or you trace. Right, you can trace. Right, same one. I use the same picture. Then I label things that I can see. I label all everything that I can see, even until the bolt and nut, because why? I want to secure this piece. How do I secure this body to the base? Right? Because inside I will put brackets. Right? I will put brackets. Okay? I put brackets. Now you see, this bracket is supposed to be like that one. And then the bolt and nut, right? To secure your body to the base. Okay? Alright, that's so much for now. Ensure that you have every part labeled, right, and match, right, do matching. Now how do you select material? This is the final already. All right, you can, right, have one piece of final design down here. You have a final design down here, right? Okay, just put an arrow down here and say this is the base. I will use wood, I will use metal. Why do you want to use wood? Right, provide stable, right, a stable base. Wood is strong, whatever, you give your reason. Right, why do you select acrylic? Why do you select wood? Now select acrylic because it's easy to handle. I need to bend, right? So it's easy to bend, and then you have come with attractive colors, so I chose this, right? And then I can easily wipe and clean, right? You give your reason why you choose, but don't give your reason down here. Don't give your reason down here. The reason down here is already what you call have already been discussed, what you call already decided. All right. Okay, so work towards this. Then you can start on your presentation board. All right, which is the next thing. All right, almost 20 minutes. I will see you in school.